in today's video, I'm going to show you how to complete every single one of Football Frenzy, tabletop sports, schoolyard, theme park, team practice, skill moves, and you. We're going to start at medieval football, and we're going to start with castle wall and make our way down. Win the match, concede no goals, and send the ball out of play. Right, with this one, is very, very difficult. So they're on a very high difficulty, and what you need to do is tackle the ball to go out for a throw-in or a corner, but the tackle needs to register. So, for example, you need to push him over to the wide. Once he's out here, we're going to run into the situation and we're going to try and basically tackle him like that out of play. So you want to come here, wait for them to come and tackle you, just like that. Don't touch the ball if you can, not a problem if you do, and you're essentially trying to win the ball back. So the best way I found to do this is kick it out for a throw-in, and then you're going to want to basically jockey beside them by the throw-in line. So get them to pass like this, and then we're going to stay with them. Let them go all the way down. And if they pass it in, you're going to kick it out for another throw-in. This won't count, but to get it done, you need to do that motion, essentially, every single time. Or let them shoot on goal. And if they shoot on goal, the keeper needs to save it out for a corner or a throw-in. So if you get a free kick, again, just keep kicking it out until it happens. We haven't had any done just yet. We're looking for them to throw it in close, just like this, going out wide. And we're going to make this tackle here. And unfortunately, AI has kept it on. This is what's so frustrating about this one. That would have counted if Carl Walker didn't then run it off the pitch again. So again, we're going to wait for someone to come close. Try and block this cross if it comes in. Good dribble from our opponent. So we blocked the cross there. That's going to be 2 out of 3 done. And you can see there, 3 out of 3 has been done. And all we have done there is basically won the tackles out for a throw-in, and we've blocked the cross by pressing B or circle as well. Now, all we have to do is just wait for the game to end, and it's complete. I will go back over it ever so quickly now with the clips, and we'll explain it. Stick to the byline here, and then we're going to come across and tackle just like that. Block the cross with the B button or circle, and that's 1 of 3. But you basically want to tackle into the throw-in, and then block the cross by pressing B and circle, and that's one's done. It's so broken. Now we have got ourselves catapult. Pass only 1 time, lob pass only 1 time, and score a goal. So, unfortunately, the only thing we can do here is a lob pass. So we're going to have to press X or square to kick it up the field. Win the ball, and then we now cannot pass it anymore. So we are going to run all the way through with Kevin De Bruyne if we can and get a goal. If you lose it, don't worry. You can make a tackle, and that will also count. But you can see how straightforward it is. And there it is. It's done. So you want to kick the goal kick with square or X. Get the lob pass and then just run out. Don't press A or anything like that straight away. Do it that way, and that one is complete. Now we are looking at the Jester. We have to juggle 8 times standing in our opponent's half and 3 times in your opponent's box. So to complete this one, to do the juggle, you're going to hold down the left trigger or L2 on your controller and then press RB or R1. So what I recommend doing is getting into their box, of course. Stop it and then just start tapping R1 or RB as many times as you can. And there you go, it's done. Then just turn around and run out. And it's simple as that. So hold down left trigger or L2 on your controller. While you're holding that down, just keep pressing RB or R1 to do the kick-ups. And then you are done. And that's how you complete the Jester. Now we have the comeback king. Very straightforward. Just need to win the match and our opponent cannot score. So we're just going to skip ahead to when we've scored the 3 or 4 goals that we need. And we've had that done. So we're only 1 goal behind. So we're going to get through here. Look to shoot. And there is the first goal. And now we're just going to go get the second goal. And then we're just going to pass it round the back until it's complete. And don't let the other team score. So we win the ball back here. We are then going to drive through. 1-on-1 with the keeper. Finesse round. And there we go. We have taken the lead now. We are winning 2-1 in the top left. And now all we have to do is get the ball back and just pass it around. So I'm going to skip ahead to when this is complete. So the game's coming to the end. And all I've done is just dribbled around in the corner. Now we finish the game. That will be the objective done. And we can move on to the next one. So this one seems broken. It says we failed because we conceded 0 goals, which is what we were supposed to do, and it didn't work. So I don't know if we're supposed to score a goal and then come back. So I've scored 7 goals. So we are technically 6 goals ahead. Our team didn't score. They already had 1 goal. Let's see if this is still broken or not. So as we skip here, it looks like we have failed. So you can see here, concede 0 goals. It's 0 out of 0, which is correct, but it doesn't work. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to score a goal, and then I'm going to turn around and then score down the other end to score an own goal and see if that triggers anything to see if it works. So we scored the goal. Now let's go and score our own goal. We're going to win the ball back here. It doesn't really matter if our team scores or not. I want to see if it automatically makes you lose, if that's the case. So we pass it in. And then we play that, and we have conceded. And you can see there, it's now been ticked off above my camera. So it says concede 0 goals, but you actually have to concede 1. So you need your opponent to have 2 goals. And now all we have to do is win the game here. So there we go. So we are going to go ahead and win the game now. This is ridiculous from EA. They don't work properly. So I have taken the lead. So what I recommend doing now is just passing around the back, because that's going to have the objective done. We've got the concede 0 goals, even though we had to score an own goal for it to work. And now we just need to wait until the timer ends. So we are coming up to the end of the game, and if you haven't skipped ahead, just to recap there, we have to score an own goal, or they score, and then we need to win the game after that. So you can see here, we're just going to go kick the ball out now, and that'll be done. Let's see if this has worked. So we've got ourselves the 3 goals to win the game, and we have done it. So you need to score an own goal, or let the AI score, and then win the game, even though it says concede 0, which means don't let them score. So well done, EA, for doing that one. On to our next one is going to be the Noble Joust, which is tie the match, score 1 goal exactly, concede 1 goal exactly. Now, this is basically what we just did in the previous one. Score an own goal, go get a goal, and then don't score or let them score anymore. So let's go jump into this and see how we get on with this. So we are starting from kickoff. And the first thing we're going to do here is go and score an own goal, because once we score this own goal, we can then just go score our own goal, and then we can make our way through. So we got the goal done. Let's go give it to Son now and run down the other end and get our goal. Luckily, that's already counted and ticked off. And actual fact, the goal, score 1 goal exactly, has been ticked off as well, which is very concerning. So does that mean you can't score an own goal? Let's find out. See here, it's failed because it classes an own goal as scoring a goal. So what you need to do is score a goal and then let the opposition score a goal. You can't score an own goal. I can't believe what I'm reading here. I know technicalities. Yes, you have scored a goal, which isn't your goal. But come on, EA. So we're going to go get the goal, and then we're going to let them score. We could let them score first if you really want. Doesn't really matter where you do it. To let them score is really easy. Just keep moving out of the way. Move your keeper out of the way if you need to. And then they've scored the goal. Now we need to make sure we go get our goal. So I'm going to go skip ahead to when we get the goal now. So we're through on goal, finesse round, and there is our goal. And now we're going to go pass it round the back for the next 20 in-game minutes, and I'll skip to that point. And just a quick one, if anybody needs any help on how to keep the ball, all we're doing here is running back and forth with this. And if he gets too close, we're going to pass it to either the extra defender or the goalkeeper, or even do a massive switch to the other side, just like this. And that's going to waste a chunk of time, and they're not going to be able to get the ball off you. This is my advice for doing it the best way of keeping it. You can see here, just do that for how many in-game minutes you've got left, and then you'll be able to done, basically. So let's skip to the end now. So 1 minute left. Just to recap, you cannot score the own goal. The AI has to score, so the opposite team has to score, and then you just need to score yourself. Run around like we have, and then that's going to be success. Let's move on to the next one. Now we have relieved of guard duty, score a goal with a goalkeeper. Now there's probably several ways you can do this. You could basically get a penalty, take it with the goalkeeper and score that way. But I'm going to show you another way of how to do it by running up with the pitch for the keeper. It's pretty straightforward, but we are going to show you today. But there are a few ways you can do this. As mentioned, you can get a penalty. If you take a free kick with the goalkeeper, he's going to stay up the field. But what I recommend doing is what I've just done there. Passing it 1-2, and then essentially trying to run down by the throw-in so you can get in behind. And then just keep running all the way. The hardest part you have with this, to be honest with you, is actually getting the goal. So we get ourselves in a situation here. Good power, and there we go. There is the goal. That actually took me 2 takes, I will be honest, but that's the way you want to do it. It's just basically pass it back, run through. If he gets fouled, don't worry. Take the free kick with him. Just switch to the goalkeeper and take it. He'll stay up the pitch. Just pass it back to him as soon as you take it, and you've got yourself the goal there. Now we're going to move over to Archery range, which is just score 3 goals. Very straightforward there, so let's go do that one. Because I've scored 3 goals, won 3-0. So here we go. We've got ourselves a penalty shootout here. We are just going to go and drill this into the middle of the goal. And I think this is broken because I've done it where I've won by 3 goals and they've not scored. I've done it where they have scored every chance and we've got all the way through. I've saved 1 and scored 3, missed 3, scored 4. I've done everything. I don't know how this one works. This one goes down the middle to the right, so we're just going to dive over to the left. And, of course, they've gone left this time just to really mix things up. So, again, we're going to drill this one into the top. Because it says here, score 3 goals. That is our 3 goals, and it has not been ticked off, as you can see. They have scored that as well. So now, if we score this one, we should win. So what I'm going to do here is let the keeper save it. We're going to kick it to the way he's just dived and let him save it, and of course he didn't. And now we have won the penalty. So we scored 4 goals that time. And let's see what happens. And as you can see right now, this is not going to count, I can tell you already. So you can see there, try again. Score 3 goals. So it says 0 of 1. So I'm going to just try and score 1 goal and then miss all the other penalties and see if that does it. So again, we've got our first pen. And now what we're going to do here is they're probably going to miss their penalty. It's not a problem. So they've missed it. We are then going to go and miss the rest of our penalties by red timing it and basically putting full power. Drill it over. We're then going to let them score. There's their penalty. And then we're going to do the exact same thing again. So again, full power straight away from the start. Over the top. They're going to score their one. Hopefully they have. So now they're winning. So long as we keep missing the rest, we should be fine. So again, we're going to just sky it over. So if they score this one, they win. So we're not going to move the keeper. We're just going to stay still. And you can see there is a goal. So they have won the penalty shootout. Let's see if that was what we needed to do. They scored 3 as well. So they missed 1, scored 3. And we shall see now whether that has been completed or not. If this one doesn't work, then I don't know what to do. You're going to have to let me know in the comment section because this seems broken. So let's see how we do here. And have we failed? We have failed. So I don't know what you're supposed to do with the penalty shootout one. Unfortunately, it's completely broken. So you can see here, it says you have 5 arrows to knock, meaning 5 penalties. Hit the bullseye at least 3 times, score 3 goals. We did that, it didn't work. Now we've got ourselves the slide tackle one, which I know is going to be difficult. Slide tackle's X or square, and you cannot foul. So we need to make sure we're timing this right. So let's go do this one now. So here, for example, they run down. Slide tackle, that's 1 tackle. We're then going to kick it away. Give it back to them. Try not to foul. Wait for that heavy touch. There's another slide tackle. Again, do the same thing. So basically what I'm waiting for them to do is take a sprint touch where they run a little bit heavier, like that, for example, and then slide tackle in. Obviously, I didn't slide tackle then, so it didn't count. So I was talking to explain how to do it. But that's the way I've been doing it. I've just been giving the ball straight back to them. So, for example, they're going to turn. Heavy touch, and then we're going to slide tackle here. Try not to foul if we can. Again, heavy touch, slide tackle, and then that's 3 done. So every time they do that heavy touch, we're just basically punishing in the AI to do it, and then we're getting the tackle in. So let's just get 3 more of these, and we're done. If you do it too late or too early, it's going to be a foul, and you're going to fail. So you want to make sure you're doing it at the perfect time. So again, they're going to take a heavy touch like that, and then they're going to pass it, unfortunately. Wait for the extra heavy touch. Good pass in. There's the heavy touch. Wait for it again. And we couldn't block the pass, unfortunately. If we block that pass, it's going to be a thing. So there we go. There's a good tackle there, but it didn't count. So we're going to redo it. Wait for that heavy touch. So we get the ball back. Then they're going to take a heavy touch like that. 1 more if we're lucky. Win the ball back. Not a problem. Still trying to spam these tackles at the moment. So we let her run through. That's not a problem because you're going to take a heavy touch around here. And we've slide tackled there and blocked the shot. And that also counts. So if you want to block their shots, the slide tackle also works. So now we've only got 2 more to go. So like here, for example, if they're going to run through, let's make that slide tackle. And now we've got 1 more to go. And we're just literally letting the AI get the ball here by running away. And then when they touch it, we're just sliding in and then we've done it. So we're just letting them walk forward and then sliding in every single time. And now that has been objective complete. And you can block the shots if you've seen, or you can slide tackle like that. So nice and straightforward there. Sports into dartboard. Very straight and simple, score a goal. So we started from here. All we have to do is run down the other end to score a goal. So I'm just going to skip to when we get the goal. Shot, and there is the goal. So that is the first one complete. On to horseshoes, and we need to complete a rainbow flick and score a goal. So we are through on goal. We're going to need to pass someone 4-star skill, and to complete a rainbow flick, you flip back and then forward twice on your right analog stick. So this one here, not the one you're moving with, the other one, you flick behind the player twice and then flick forward. So let's get the ball back and show you how to do it very, very quickly. So forward, back, back, there we go. There is the rainbow flick. Now we can just go get the goal, and we have managed to complete this one as we break through. Very, very simple. Finesse around the keeper, and that one is also complete. Now we've got ring toss, which is flick the ball up while joggling and then score a volley inside the box. Flicked it up, and I hit it on the volley, and that's exactly how you do it. You just flick it up in that situation. To flick the ball up, you click in the right analog stick while you are walking or running. It'll scoop it up, and then you just shoot immediately, and that is that one complete there. Now we have foosball, is pass the ball less than 3 times and score with a centre-back. Let's go into it, and we have to be in a 3-4-3 or 4-3-3 formation. So we start in this situation here, and what I recommend doing is a 1-2 pass. So basically, move the ball into someone, hold down LB or L1 and X and A, and you can see there we've passed the ball to Kevin De Bruyne, and our centre-back Blanc is now running into the pitch. We're going to wait for him to be open, play the ball in. There's 2 passes, and now we just have to score. And that's how you do it in 2 passes. So LB and L1, X and A to pass. Makes the player run. Wait for him to get into the opportunity and play the through ball. And that is how you complete foosball with 3 or less passes and scoring a goal. Now we have air hockey. Scoring a goal on your opponent's right side and score a goal on your opponent's left side. So we start in this situation here. And to score on your opponent's left or right side, it honestly depends which opponent is defending you. So this one here, if we cut in and shoot, that's going to be right side. And if we cut in and shoot the other side, it's going to be left. So we're going to drive down the left-hand side, shoot across goal. And that's the left-hand side one done. Now we are going to go get the ball back from the opponent. And then we'll skip ahead to when I get the shot on goal on the right-hand side. And that will be complete. So this one seems to be a little bit bugged. So we are going to break through from the kickoff here. Drive into the box. Wait till the keeper's one-on-one. And then slide underneath. And we've got 1 of 1 above my camera. But it hasn't counted. So what I'm going to do here is now go score on the left-hand side and show you what happens when you do that and why I think this one is broken at the moment. We'll have to see. So we're going to play the ball into Kevin De Bruyne. We're on the left-hand side, drill it underneath, and you can see there the green bar ticks. So we're going to go and score 1 more goal on the right-hand side, the exact same way we did it at the start of the first bit, and then we're going to see what happens when the timer ends. So we're through here. I'm going to go for the finesse this time, finesse round, and then that's how you do it. So I think you have to finesse with this one. Finesse is RB or R1 while you're shooting on the right-hand side, and you can score normally on the left-hand side, and that is another one done. Now we have shuffleboard, complete a roulette to the left, complete a roulette to the right, and score a flare goal. So we are in this situation. First of all, you want to do the roulette. To do the roulette, you're going to hold down behind the player and just do this skill move here, which is a spin. Do it left and then do it right, and that's complete. And then to score with a flare goal is basically hold down left trigger or L2 on your controller while you're shooting. And now do some sort of skill shot. So I'm going to show you what that looks like now as we break through. We're in this situation here. And he's gone for the Trivela, unfortunately. Now, they will do the Trivela a lot, so you want to find someone that doesn't have the Trivela playstyle. So I've got Origi, for example. So we're going to drive through with Origi here. We're going to move over to this situation. And we're going to do that skill move, which counts as a flare goal. Now, it's done the same thing where it says 1 of 1 and not ticked it off. So we're going to have to try and do it again, or we're going to have to see if we complete the timer down and it finishes. So let's see which one it is. So as you can see here, it has failed, even though we got 1 of 1 on the screen. And just to move the camera up. So what I think that means is we have to score 2 flare goals. Right, Origi again, 1-on-1 with the keeper. Skill goal, and there it is. So now it's been ticked off for 2. Some fancy trick goal. That one's very complicated because it's broken. And then we're going to move on to pool table, 8-ball, finesse shot with a left winger, striker, and a right winger. So the first thing you want to do is go into the game here and set up a formation of what it suggests, 4-3-3 or 3-4-3. And then you're going to want to make sure you have a left wing and a right wing on your team. So, for example, my son is a striker. We're going to swap him down into right wing and then go to striker here. Once you've done that, you are then ready to proceed because the game has to register as a left wing, striker, or right wing. And finessing is just RB or R1 on your controller and shooting. So you just got to make sure you do it with the players that you've put into the respective positions. For example, Son is the striker and the wingers is the wingers. So we got it with Dembele here. We're going to drive through and then go for the finesse. And he's missed, unfortunately. So Son's on the ball, he's going to drive in, easy pass across, and there is our first finesse shot done with the striker. Now we've got left wing or right wing left. So if you find yourself struggling for space, send them on the run by pressing LB or L1, play the pass in, and then essentially what you're looking to do is just drive back across, find the player you're looking for. So for example, in this situation is going to be Dembele, get it in a touch, and then finesse round just like that. And now I'm going to go do the same on the other side, and that will be this objective complete. Right, here we go then. Kill through. Going to go onto his left foot. Finesse it round. And there it is. Challenge complete. And we can successfully move on to the next one. And our last one is going to be table tennis for tabletop sports. We're going to lob 3 times with the goalkeeper to striker, striker to goalkeeper, pass at less than 10. So with this one, it's really important that you don't basically pass your way up. You're going to have to run all the way up with the centre-back in the less passes possible to then give the ball to Son or whoever your striker is in this situation. What I highly recommend doing is basically what I've done here and run all the way through. And then once you've got Son in an open pass, or if you don't worry, don't panic. You can make a tackle here and we can win the ball back this way. Pass it to Son. So we've done it in 2 passes. And then we are just going to run all the way back, if we can, to the goalkeeper. And even tackling with your striker does fine. And the reason why we're going to run all the way back is because we're going to pass it 1-2 between the 2 of them. So we're going to go 1 pass, 2 pass, 3 pass. It's going to pick it up, not a problem. We're going to pass it like this. Back to Son. There's another one. Back to the keeper. Back to Son again. 1 more, and then 1 more back to the guy, and that is going to be done there. As you can see, 3 out of 3, 10 out of 10. That is the best way to do it. and then all you have to do is wait for it to end. So make sure you run all the way up the pitch. You pass it only once, twice maximum, and then you run the striker back, a lob pass, extra square back and forth, and that's how you complete that one. So now we're looking at dodgeball, which is do a power shot 3 times, which is LB, RB, and shoot together. We just need to get it on target. Doesn't matter if you score or not, so let's go do that now. So we're starting this situation here, which is a very interesting situation. We get ourselves the ball, and then essentially all we're going to do here is just run through, get inside the box if we can, and then we're just going to do a power shot. Power shot there, and don't kick it wide. You have to make sure you hit the goal. So don't worry if you miss the first one, because you can just skip ahead now, and then you can just take your normal shot. So what we're going to do here is just do the normal shots as mentioned, and let's just get this done. So there's number 1 done. We'll make a tackle. We can run down to get number 2 done. So we just want to get past here, and then we're just going to wind up the shot, shoot on target, and there is number 2. So to get the third one done, like I said, it needs to just be on target. It needs to hit the goalkeeper or the goal. If it hits a defender, it doesn't count. So we've got ourselves a couple minutes left. There's Son running through. Lovely touch into the power shot at the keeper. And that's how you do it. As simple as that. Don't worry if you missed a few. You've got plenty of time to carry on. Let's jump over to the next one. Now we've got hopscotch, which is the same as juggling before. Juggle 3 times in your half and in your opponent's box. So we're going to go do this now. So what I recommend doing with this one is a little bit different to the others. You're going to want to take the touch, then turn around, and then get some space to juggle in your own box. So do that 3 times. So get close past it, and there we go. It's done. And now it says ticked off, juggle 3 times in your opponent's box, and it's worked. So you don't even need to go into your opponent's box. You can just do it in your own half. Again, it's broken. EA making broken ones, but we have got that complete. Let's move on to the next one. Now we've got hot potato. We need to play left wing to right wing 2 times, right wing to centre mid 2 times, centre mid to left wing 2 times. Very, very easy. We're in our 4-3-3 system that we kept from before, and let's just go do this now. So we are going to look for our centre mid. We're going to do a lob pass, which if you don't know what a lob pass is X. So we do it to our right wing, which doesn't count, but our right wing to our centre mid will count. But you need to make sure you've selected that one. So again, play it over. There is one to our centre mid who's set in the 4-3-3 system. We're going to win the ball back here. I would like to ideally do it one more time if it lets me get the ball back. So again, don't worry if you lose it. AI's on a madness here. So again, play it to the right wing, looking for the centre mid. There we go. So that one's done. So now all we need to do is centre mid to left wing, which is going to be cool. And then left wing all the way over to right wing. So that's that one done as well. Then we're going to play it back in to Kevin De Bruyne, our centre mid, over the top. Wins that. Unfortunately, doesn't get the crossover. Not a problem. And then if you can't play the cross, another thing you can do is literally run over until you find Dembele, who's our winger, and then play the ball just like that. And there you go. It's done. So you don't have to whip it across from end to end. You can run very, very close and get it done. And that one is complete. Now we've got softball practice. Complete a lob pass from the box to your goalkeeper. Lob pass in your box for your goalkeeper. So very, very easy here. So what we want to do is go into the game. So to complete this one, again, is broken. What it tells you isn't true. So you want to do an A or X pass from the keeper. That's going to complete the first one. Then you're going to do X or square to the goalkeeper. That's going to complete the second one. And to complete the last one, all you have to do, it says complete a lob pass in the box from your goalkeeper. That's not true. What you need to do is get the ball to your attackers, which I'll skip ahead now. And when you get the ball here, you're going to run down the byline or anywhere in particular in the box, trying to get past the space. And then all you're going to do here is just cross. Cross, and then going to go for the shot. And that's how you do it. So you just need to do a cross in your opponent's box. So an A pass or X pass with the goalkeeper, a square or... what's the button there? X or square pass on the defender, and then a cross with square or X with an attacker, and how that's one done. Now let's move on to hide and seek. Pass the ball 0 times and tie the match. So we are in this situation here. We need to score, but we have no stamina, even though it's actually bugged and it's given us 4 stamina. We can't pass, but we have to tie the match. Tie the match means draw. This is supposed to be no stamina, but again, it's broken, so we're just going to score there. We've got the goal, and now we just need to hold on and not concede any more goals and not score any more goals. So we're going to go win the ball back. Make sure you do not pass. You can't pass, so if you win the tackle, you're going to have to run around with whoever you win the tackle with. It's not for very long, it's just 2 in-game minutes. So we are just going to skip to the end now. And as you can see here, we have completed it. That is everything done. And as we go through here, you just need to score the goal and then don't pass. Win the tackle back. Again, don't pass. Let's move on to the next one. Now we've got floor is lava. Dribble max 3 times. Win the match. Don't lose possession. So basically, you've got to keep the ball in the air. You can only dribble 3 times. So we are in this situation here. So we're going to keep the ball in the air. We haven't dribbled yet. We just cannot lose possession. We're winning the game. So all you have to do is just keep the ball in the air. So what I recommend doing is long passes like that. Let them take 1 touch. Not a problem because we haven't dribbled. Hold the time up, and then when they get close to you, just pass it over, and you can see that's 1 dribble. And just keep doing that over and over and over, looking for the space, just trying to play it. So it's pretty simple, to be honest, but the best way to do it is goalkeeper to centre back like I'm doing. and then they can pick the ball up, and then you can just hold it for a very, very long time in game and waste a lot of in-game minutes. You can see there, counting down. And then once we do get the ball, we're just going to play it out to this guy over here. It's going to be the entire time if he wins the header, which he does, and we have completed it right there. That's the best way to do it. Header it back to the keeper. Hold on to the ball when you're near the end. Let's move on to the next one. Now we've got tag your it, which is pass on your opponent's right side with a striker, pass in the box with a striker, pass on the left-hand side with a striker. So we have started here, and we're going to find ourselves Son. So we're going to get Son here, and we're just going to pass straight away. There's the first one done. Pass on the next one. There's the next one. We're just going to keep passing with the striker. So you have to make sure you're on your opponent's left and right side. So what that means is the one that's facing you. Not any other defender or anything like that. Has to be the one that's facing you. So when we win this ball back, we're going to give it straight back to Son. And you can see here, this defender here is on us. We pass it to his right-hand side. It's done. And now all we have to do is give it back to Son and pass inside the box. So run in the box here, pass. And there we go, we have done. And that's absolutely done. So whoever the defender is that's facing you head on, is you got to go to his left and his right. It doesn't mean on the pitch, it means the one that's marking you, and that's how you're done. Let's move on to the next one. Now we have Simon Says. It says, shoot 3 times with a flare shot, driven ground pass, fake shot, dribble 15 times. Simon Says, score a finesse goal, score a goal with a centre-back, use a through ball. Simon Says, use a through ball. So what we have to do here is do a through ball and score a finesse shot. So a through ball is triangle or Y on your controller. So what we're going to do here is we're going to move it forward. We're going to make Son make a run. We're going to drive into the space. Now, you don't have to do this straight away from kickoff, but hopefully we do it as an example. You can see we're working our way through. Got Son making that run. There is our through ball pass, which has been ticked off. Now, all we have to do is finesse round, and there is the second one done as well. So, again, a through ball can be done straight away. It doesn't have to be done into the attacker. You can pass it backwards with a through ball, and you just need to finesse, which is RB or R1, and shoot on your controller, through ball being triangle or Y. So, that is that one done, the segment completed on this one. Let's move on to the next one. Now, we are on theme park, mini golf, pass no more than 3 times, score a goal. So, let's go do that. So, we start with the centre-back, just like before. We're going to pass it for the first time with the CDM, who runs with the ball a bit better. And now we can either lose the ball here and get tackled, which is not a problem because we can win the ball back and be in a better position as long as we don't foul. So we're going to wait for the foul to come up. And you can see here, make that tackle, and now we can run because that didn't count as a pass. Now, we do have one extra pass if we need it, but we don't need it with Kevin De Bruyne. We're going to drive all the way through, and then we're just going to finesse round and get the goal. So there are several ways you can do this. You can just run like I did, make a tackle, or you can pass a through ball, and then you're through. As long as you don't pass it more than 3 times, it's done. Let's move on to the next one. Now we have Pirate Ship. Lob pass 5 times in your half, 5 times in your opponent's half. Don't lose the ball. So we start from kickoff. So what I recommend doing is instantly a lob pass, a lob pass, a lob pass, a lob pass. You can see there, when we look at the counter in a second, we've got 1 of 3 done, or 1 of 5, sorry, done in our half, and none in there. So when you get to this situation here, you can just do this and the angle. And you can see here, that's 5 done, and then when we get into our half, there's the other one. So very, very simple. Just make sure you're doing it straight from the kickoff, and you're going to be done, and that's everything done, and that one is complete. Let's move on to the next one. Now we have Log Fluent, which is do through passes 20 times a score with a volley, so let's go get that one done. And you need to have 2 Portland Timber players, so you need to go either buy them from the store or have them in your club. Let's have a look what we have. So you want to look for MLS first of all, and then you are looking for this team here. Fortunately, I have 1 player, so I need to go buy another one quickly. And there are about 200 coins on the market. So we are going to go buy a keeper. And we just put the keeper in because we're not going to need him for this objective. So we've done that one there. Keeper's in. And now we have 2. We had the winger that we bought and the goalkeeper. If you don't have any, buy the keeper and the left back or right back because you're not going to need them for this. And let's get this objective done. So we start in this position here. And what we're looking to do is through ball passes. So we just press Y in terms of just playing it back and forth. You can see the counter's going up. The hardest thing about this challenge in particular is just the volley, nothing else. So essentially we're just going to work our way through naturally by doing passes, look for the next one, and then there's several things you can do when you get into the box. You can flick it up like before while clicking in the right analog stick like in the previous one we did in the video, or you can go for a cross and try and volley it that way. Now I find that they header it a lot, so I'd recommend not doing that. So we get that one here, flick it up into the volley, and he saved it unfortunately, but that's the quickest way to do it. So what we're going to do here is just skip ahead to when we get the goal. So we're going to wait for the space, capitalize here, we're going to flick it up, and straight away into that volley, straight to the keeper, not a problem, flick it up again, into another volley, and there you go. So we just keep spamming the flick up and shoots until it goes in, and then all you'll have left underneath my camera is the through ball. So we're going to go get those now. And we can do this between defense, as long as you don't foul. We're going to wait for that to go down, win the ball back. Now we've won it, we can do a through ball, through ball, through ball, back to the keeper. So another through ball, one more, another through ball, through ball, and then we have done everything that we need to do for this video. Let's put my camera back down here, and that is how you do that one. Let's move on to the next. Once you've completed the log flume one, sell your players instantly so you don't lose coins on them, and then we have going on to the carousel. So we need to 360 spin right 10 times and left 10 times, so let's go do that now. So with this one here, we start here, and you're going to have to do a roulette skill move, so I recommend giving it to someone who's got high skills, for example Kevin De Bruyne, and then we're just going to spin around once, twice, move this way again and again, and just want to keep linking it. Make sure you do it twice in a row, then do it, otherwise they knock the ball really far away. And you haven't got a lot of time to do this, so I recommend just trying to do it as quickly as you can, of course. So we take a little touch here, a little one, another one, and we're going to turn, then another one, and we're going to go this side, and another one, and another one. So we're trying to get them up as we can. See there, 4 or 5. One more. Try to do other skills. So if you do the wrong skill move, it's going to lose you seconds, as you can see, and then you're going to waste a lot of time here. So we're going to play it back, and we're going to do the same thing again. So we're going to spin, and there's that one done. So now we just got to spin the right hand side, which is this way, 2 more times, not a problem, 3 more times even, 1 more time, and then this way if it lets me do it. And that is going to be done there. And that's how you do it. So just roulette left and right, essentially over and over. Very, very straightforward. Let's move on to the next one. So we have got roller coaster. It's going to be centre back to centre mid to striker, and then score a chip shot. A chip shot is LB or L1 on your controller. Let's go get that done now. So for this one, we have to play in a 4-4-2. And to do that, you have to press in the left analog stick and then click formation and select 4-4-2. So let's go do that now. 4-4-2 has been selected. Press A or X, and then we're on our way. Make sure you've got your players in the right position for chemistry, and then we can get started. So let's start this off. So we're going to go do our passes. So centre back to centre mid on the lob pass, which is X or square. Fantastic. Get that one done. Then we're going to do the same to the striker. And now all we need to do is the chip shot, which I personally think is the hardest part of this challenge, because 1, you've got to be in the right position. 2, the keeper doesn't need to save it. But that is going to be your best way of doing it in that angle there, and it's just as simple as that. Make sure you go really far down and then lob across the keeper that way. In this angle here, you'll see as he lobs over. You want to go from here, this angle here. It goes in 9 out of 10 times. Let's move on to the next one. Now we have got bumper cars, complete 10 tackles. These tackles are normally broken, but there is a few ways you can do it. So let's go do this now. So we start in this situation, and we're going to use B or circle to win the tackles here. So for example, they will miss a few of their tackling. It's not very high. If you don't do the tackle and you run into him like I just did then, it won't count. So you're going to want to make sure you're tackling like I did there by pressing B or circle, where they do that lunge animation that you just saw the AI do. And then once you've lost the ball, or won the ball back, shall I say, make sure you give it straight back to them. And then do the same thing. And again, we're just going to push, take that tackle here. Didn't count because we didn't get the B tackle. So it's very, very, very glitchy. But again, that's a B tackle. Didn't win the ball back, not a problem. That's a B tackle. We got the ball. So we've got to do that 8 more times. We're just going to keep giving the ball back to them if we need to not waste time. So they win the ball there. That's fantastic. We're going to leave it. Then bring it down. Drive in. Make a B tackle. Didn't get the ball. We actually gave away a foul. Won the tackle that time. That's 3 out of 10 done. Wait for the free kick. Again, won a tackle, just pressing B or circle. Won another one, pressing B and circle. That's the best situation to be in, is when there's a lot of you want to stand still. If they can't tackle you, just kick it straight back to the defender here. Let them header it, and then they will bring it down, as you can see. And then we got ourselves another situation where we can tackle. So there's another tackle, which did count, luckily. I didn't think it was going to for a second. Again, we're just lunging every time. Another tackle there, which one didn't count, which is ironic. Again, you can see how buggy it is from this video alone. Again, good tackle. 3 more to go. Another tackle, 2 more to go. And we just keep doing that every time. Let them tackle us, wait for the touch, tackle back. And we got 1 more tackle to go. Even though we won a free kick, the tackle still worked. We're just going to play it short. Let them tackle us. So he's tackled us here. That didn't count as a tackle, it's a shame. So we've lost the ball. Going to switch to our midfielder, make a tackle, and there we go. We have done it. So just make sure you're pressing make sure you're pressing circle or B on your controller over and over again. You'll get that one done. Now we've got Haunted House. Pass 3 times in your opponent's box. Don't lose the ball. So we start in this situation here, and what I recommend doing is running into the box, of course. Wait until your opponent gets there, or your teammate, sorry. Turn, make a pass, turn, make a pass, wait for him back in the box, and there you go. We've done it. And it's as simple as that, and now we just have to wait here for it to be completed, and now let's move on to the next one. Now we have got mini basketball. We need to score 2 time shots and take 5 shots on target. To do a time shot, you need to shoot, and then press shoot again at the perfect time, and it will flash green. I'll show you how to do it. Let's go into the video. So we start in this position here. Now, shot on target means the keeper has to save it, or you have to score. If it gets blocked or you hit the post, it won't count. So for example here, That's not a time shot because I grey timed it because I didn't time it perfectly. So you want to time it when you're basically has a green arrow above the red arrow, which I'll show you what that looks like in a second. But what I recommend doing is just learning how to time in the practice arena and getting it done. So let's go skip to the shots now. So I win the ball here. We are going to drive through one-on-one, and we're going to take our time here and green time this shot. So we take the shot, and then we shoot again, and you'll see the green arrow popped above his head. The little thing around the border. I'll zoom in on the next one so you can see what it looks like as an example. And that's just how you do it. So very, very straightforward. You just got to shoot and then press shoot again as their foot hits the ball. Connects perfectly to the ball. So again, we're driving through. You can even do it from distance if you want to. So we green time that again. We've hit the post, so it doesn't count. Green time that one. We've hit the post again, so it doesn't count. So you can see there, if you hit the post, it doesn't count. Even if your green time doesn't guarantee it's going to go on target, as you've just seen there. The fact that I've hit the post twice in one movement is absolutely unbelievable, but it is what it is. So again, we're driving forward. Green time that shot, and the keeper saved it, so it counts on target. But we have to score. It doesn't have to be on target. I have to score. So again, we're going to move our way around, work our way in the box here. Good tackle, not a problem. We do have the ball still. We're going to wait for a better opportunity here. So all we have now is one shot left on target and one green time shot to go in. I don't even know if you have to green time it. I think you can red time it and put it in, but I won't try that for the video's sake. A throw on goal, green time, and there we go. We've done it. So once you learn the timing, it's very, very easy. It's just the timing's the hardest thing. Let's move on to the next one. Now we're on penalty kick practice. Score 2 chip shot penalties, score a finesse penalty, win the shootout. So nice and straightforward. Let's see if this one works. So to score a chip shot penalty, you're going to have to hold down LB or L1 while you shoot, and then let's see the keeper move. So there you go. That is the first one done. And to do a finesse is RB or R1. We need to make sure we win this penalty shootout, so we're going to keep diving the same way. He's gone wide. So we're going to get ourselves the next chip shot one. So again, holding down LB or R1 while we shot. Does that little dink there. And that is 2 shots done perfectly. Now we can move over to the finesse, which unfortunately they've scored. Doesn't matter if they score as long as you score all yours. So finesse is going to be RB or R1 on your controller while you're shooting. The direction you choose, and it will look something like that. He side foots it. And that's going to be the finesse shot done. Now all we have to do is win the penalty shootout. So I just need to either make a few saves or they miss a few shots. Now, if we score this, we've won the penalty shootout. And here we go. Drill it into top right. Thank you very much. And that is the penalty shootout done. So that's how you finesse and chip shot and penalty shootouts. And that's how you complete this objective. Let's move over to the next one. So we've got keep away. Complete 5 passes in your penalty box and your opponent's penalty box. Don't lose possession. So let's go do that. So we start from the goalkeeper, so that basically means we can get these passes done. So we're just going to do 5 passes in the box here and then outside, and that's that one done. Now all we need to do is not lose the ball and play it in to our opponent's box and do the exact same thing. So we're going to do that now. We're going to have to get 2 players in, of course, to make passes work. And we're just going to look for the space. So what I recommend doing is just slowing down a minute, pass in 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that's as simple as that. Let's move on to the next one. Now we have crossing set pieces, score a goal, assist a goal. So let's go do that one. So you start from the free kick. What I recommend doing is sending somebody to run over by doing a fake shot, which is shoot and then pass. Passing it straight away into them. Driving into the box. Don't lose the ball if you can. Pass that ball in and then score. And as simple as that, double tap pass is going to help you, but you want to pass and then score straight after the pass instantly. Don't score the free kick and then try and do it afterwards. Do the pass and the shooting after all. Let's go jump into the next one. Now we have got gassed counter-attack. Score a goal, concede 0 goals. We have no stamina. This is like the last one, so let's see if it does the same. So we start from the corner, and our opponent doesn't have a corner taker. That's already a good start, and it's just appeared out of nowhere. And we are basically going to stop this, and then we're going to go down the other end and try and score. You don't have a lot of time, so you need to basically run and do a lot of passes, for example, to get in a situation. You've got 3 minutes in game. Don't get fouled, because that's going to waste more time, which you didn't anyway. That's luckily. And now we can go for it. And we've got ourselves an easy pass here. We can go for the goal. We're going to sweat it because I hate the AI. And there we go. That is how you do it. Just straight from the corner, counter-attack, and off you go. You're meant to have 0 stamina, but they're broken, and we have stamina, so it makes it easy. Let's go to the next one. New transfers. Very simple. Win the match. We need to have 2 lone players in our team. So we have Putellas and Ronaldinho as our 2 loans to get this one down. And we just got to win the game. So I'm just going to go score the goal and then skip ahead to when it's complete. Pass back, short cross goal, and there is our goal. So now we're just going to pass it around the back until the end of the timer. So we are in our last 13 game seconds here. We just conceded the tackle there, but you can see it doesn't really matter. We've completed it. We won the game. Let's move on to the next one. Now we've got dribbles and crosses. Score a goal within the opponent's box, complete a cross. So let's go do that. So we start in this position here where it's a 3-on-2. We are down the wing, and you can either cross it to the back post just like this, take a touch, and then shoot and score. or you can complete the cross and then touch it down and try and header it straight away. But essentially you need to do it all in one action. So what I recommend doing is, if you're not very good at crossing, run into the box a bit like this, wait till the cutback's there like that, and then do it that way. That's the much easiest way instead of just crossing it straight away. Just run down the byline and cross it, and that one is complete. Now we have the reserves, which is just score a goal, and then we can get this one done nice and simple. And we need to have minimum 4 bronzes and 4 silvers in our team. So what I recommend doing is having your attackers, who are your best players, and then the defense and midfield will be the bronze and silver. Because we have to score and not defend, it just makes sense to prioritize your attackers. So time's very limited on this, so I recommend you play it in short quickly, pass the ball in, and then either look for the open shot like we have here, or look for the pass to get the goal. You want to basically make sure that your 2 best players are taking the corners, and you can select that by pressing R2 or right trigger on your controller to that one to be done. Let's move on to the next one. So we are now on all-star run. Don't complete a pass, don't lose possession, score a goal. So we have to basically score with the person who has the ball. So to complete this one, you're going to want to take your time a little bit. You want to run into the space as you would, and then when you get closer to the box, don't hold sprint anymore. And then you're just going to walk your way in, shoot the shot, and get the goal that way. Using RB or R1 with the new mechanical technical dribbler thing is really, really helpful in this situation, and that's how you complete it. And that leaves us on skill moves and you as our last one. And for the first one, we need to do a heel chop, which is basically do 2 heel chops left and right and score a goal. So we start with the ball here, and to do a heel chop, you are basically going to hold down the left trigger L2 and then do a fake shot left and right. And you want to do it in your opponent's half, not in your own, but just to show you the example. So for example, here there's 1. That's the wrong skill move. There's 2, and then there's 3 there. And then we're going to go the other way, right side. Now all we have to do is score a goal. We haven't got a lot of time, so we're going to have to run a little bit. Looking for that space. We've got Son here, one-on-one with the keeper. Finesse shot round, easy goal. And that's how you do that one. Let's move on to the next. Now we have rainbows. Complete a rainbow flick within your box and your opponent box, and don't lose the ball. We did a rainbow flick earlier on in this video, so it's going to be the exact same thing. So we're starting a situation here. We're going to play it to someone who's got 4-star or 5-star skill. And we're going to run into our box and do a rainbow flick. So flip back, forward twice. There's the rainbow flick done. Now we're going to run all the way over to our opponent's half. We haven't got long to do it, so we're going to have to be very, very quick here. And we're just sprinting away through. Play that through ball into the pass. Again, 4-star skill players can do it. And then we do a rainbow flick the exact same. 2 flicks, forward, back, and then there we go. It is complete. It's simple as that. Now we just don't need to lose possession, and we've completed it. Let's move on to the next one. Now we have to complete the 360 roulettes. Roulette right and left, and in your opponent's half. Very straightforward again. It's called the Berbatov spin. It's a different skill move, so make sure you don't do that one. The roulette is when you spin around, and I'll show you exactly what it looks like now. So we're in this position here, and we're already in our opponent's half, so we can just stop. We're only going to spin our analog stick one direction round all the way, so he does that move. And then if he keeps doing that one, just change the angle. So there we go. There's another one. Got to do it 2 more times, so not a problem. So again, 1, and then the other way, 2. Nice and simple. We haven't lost the ball. We're in our opponent's half, staying away from tackles, and we've completed that one. Let's move on to the next one. Now we have the step over magic. Complete reverse step overs on your right side of your opponent and the left side of your opponent, and then score a flare goal. So this one's quite difficult because it's a bit buggy, but let's go into it. So this one's kind of broken. You have to do reverse step overs, which essentially are when your foot goes around the outside of the ball, not the inside. So for example, that one isn't going to count. So you're going to have to do it the other way. So when you want to do that, you've got to rotate your analog stick in a certain situation. So let's just do this now. So you can see that that's 1. So basically, to show you the exact example, when I restart, when I move into my own half, there are 2 ones that look like. So this is going to be the normal step over, which is this one here. That's a normal step over. You want to do the other one where he moves his foot over the top. You see that? That's how you do it. And to do that, you just go the right angle and turn. And that's as simple as that. Now you got to do it on your opponent's side of his half of his opponent. So for example, the left-hand side or the right-hand side. So that one doesn't count because it's the incorrect one. So again, we're going to make a tackle, and then we're going to do the same thing we did. So 1 on the left-hand side. Okay, so we need to go to this side, not a problem. So again, we are going to move over this way. So there's 1, there's 2, and now we just need to score a flare goal, which we did before. And if you do a Trivela, it's not a problem. They take a goal kick. We just need to do it with someone that can do a flare goal. Again, and there it is. There's the skill goal by holding down left trigger and that. So you want to make sure that foot goes round the outside like that and not this way round the inside. And that's how you do the reverse step over. Let's move on to the next one. Now we have the heel-to-heel. Complete heel-to-heel knock-ons in your opponent's half finesse goal. A heel-to-heel is basically forward and back on your right analog stick. So we're in this situation here. We're going to do the heel-to-heel. So we're going to flick forward and then flick back to do that skill move. We've got to do it twice. There we go. We're done. And now all we need to do is a finesse goal. which we're just going to walk away in and then finesse round, and there you go. Nice and simple. Let's move on to the next one. So in this one, we have to do Tornado. We have to do it in our opponent's box. You can only do it with 5-star skillers, and it's telling you the wrong button. It says hold down RB and then do the McGeady spin, which is flick up or flick left and right. That's actually incorrect. So I've actually highlighted how to do the tornado spin. It's the third one from the bottom. It says hold LT and RB and then flick up and down. So the buttons it's actually told you on the milestone are incorrect. So let's go and show you how to do this in the moment now. So we are in this situation here, and we're going to go and hold LT and hold RB and then do the flick. So you can see there, that is the tornado. For some reason, it doesn't work when you're in the box. Again, I imagine it's a little bit buggy, so you just want to keep spamming it until it works. So I found out you have to do it at a certain angle. You can't do it in a certain place. So let me show you on a replay where I did it. This button and this button together, and then do it. And this is what the skill looks like, so you know you've done it right. That's the skill move right there. Now, it says you have to do it in your opponent's box. It's not actually true. You have to do it around them, like that, for example. And then all we have to do is score the goal. Obviously, that's straightforward. But a skill move, you have to do it in a specific area around a specific sort of player. So that's how you do it. Obviously, scoring a goal. We're just going to go do that now, but it's just inside the box. Not too difficult to do. And that's how you complete that one. So here, one-on-one, get that finesse, and there's our goal. And we've completed that one. So again, hold down L2 and left trigger and RB or R1 together to do the sombrero flick. Don't do what actually the game tells you to do, because of course it wouldn't work. And that's how you do that one. Now we've got ourselves Trickster, which is going to be do 2 fake passes in your opponent's half and 1 fake shot in your opponent's box and score a chip goal. So with the fake shot, you want to do it while running and basically do square and A together, or square and X together, or X and A together, and then you get that one done as you've seen. And then for the fake shot one, to get the chip shot, it's very easy. You're going to run into the box, do a fake shot like that, which is shoot an A, and then you're going to turn. And then all you need to do now is the chip shot, which we did before. There's a few angles you can do it, or there's a couple ways you can kind of cheat it, which is going to be showing you now. So what you want to do is pass it across and then chip it into the goal, just like that. Nice and simple. You don't have to go over the keeper. Just wait for him to commit out, and there you go. That one is complete. Now we have the pullback spins. We're going to have to do a drag back spin to left and drag back spin right and a power shot goal. So to do the drag back spin is essentially like doing the Berbatov spin, but the reverse. So you flick back and then left, and it's going to look something like that. And then we go the other way, you can see. So now we need to do it to their right and their left. So that's to their left, and then we need to go to their right, which is going to be that way, unfortunately. And there you go, we're done. Now all we have to do is score a power shot, which is going to be R1 and L1 together with shoot. Or you can do it on Xbox with RB, L1 and shoot. So we've got someone through here, Q. Power shot. And there you go, nice and done. And we have completed the last milestone or moments in the game. So that is every single one complete. Skill moves and you, team practice, theme park, schoolyard, tabletop sports. Medieval football doesn't work. It seems to be broken on the penalty one. So you're going to have to let me know how to fix that. Hope this has helped you, and I'll catch you in the next one. If you have any questions, comment down below. Thank you so much for watching.